the abandoned house. No one dared to enter. What would you do if you were faced with a house forgotten by time, with broken windows, creaking doors, and a dark atmosphere that seems to hold secrets of the past? Today's story is about a house so mysterious and terrifying that no one dared set foot in it for decades. Would you dare to enter? Welcome to a new chapter on our channel, where we explore the darkest and creepiest corners of the world. If you're a fan of mystery and the paranormal, stick with us because what you'll discover in this video might make you think twice before approaching an old house. Today, I'll tell you the story of the House of Shadows, a mansion in ruins that holds more secrets than you can imagine. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more stories like this. Now, join me in uncovering what's hidden in the shadows of this place, forgotten by everyone. The history of the house. Let's start with a question. What makes a house abandoned and forgotten by time? This mansion, known as the House of Shadows, was built in the late 19th century in a remote area, surrounded by forests with a breathtaking view of the valley. A place that, in its time, was considered a symbol of opulence. The owner of the house, a mysterious man named Francisco Serrano, was a wealthy businessman who had amassed a fortune in the mining industry. However, his life was marked by tragedy. The story goes that Francisco lost his wife and children in a strange accident while traveling, which plunged him into deep despair. From that moment, he began to isolate himself more and more in his mansion, spending days and nights locked in his dark rooms. It is said that, during these years, the man began performing strange rituals in search of a way to bring his family back to life. And in his desperation, he attracted the attention of those who practiced the dark arts. Neighbors began to whisper about strange noises coming from the house, and soon the lights that once illuminated the windows were extinguished, giving way to darkness. As the years passed, the house decayed. The walls became covered in mold, the garden filled with weeds, and the mansion was left completely empty. No one dared approach it. Why? Because it was said that the house was cursed, that Francisco had made a pact with dark forces, and anyone who came near his dwelling would meet a tragic death. The paranormal rumors. As time passed, rumors about the house began to multiply. No one dared to enter, but there were always the curious who, from a distance, claimed to hear strange noises, doors closing on their own, whispers in the darkness, and the sound of footsteps on the stairs. The few who dared to get closer claimed to see strange lights floating around the mansion on clear nights. In 1957, a group of young adventurers decided to investigate. It is said that they entered the house but never returned. Some believe that the dark forces Francisco had summoned still haunt the place, searching for souls to sacrifice. What's even stranger is that, according to the few witnesses, the house never really ages. Although over a century has passed since it was built, the place seems to remain the same. Broken windows, shattered doors, but everything's still in place as if time had stopped. 3. The legend of the cursed mirror. One of the most unsettling elements of this house is the old mirror found in the main hall. According to the legend, the mirror was the last object Francisco bought before completely sinking into madness. Some say that this mirror had the power to show the lost souls that wandered the house, and Francisco used it to communicate with his deceased family. However, over time, the mirror became even more disturbing. People who have tried to look into it claim that they didn't see their own reflection, but instead saw the shadows of other people, some of whom appeared to be familiar figures, but distorted and grotesque. In 1970, a group of paranormal investigators attempted to conduct an experiment in the house. But when they approached the mirror, one of them fell to the floor, seemingly dead from an invisible force. Since then, the place has been marked by this chilling incident. Were 4 testimonies of those who approached. Although many are afraid to approach the House of Shadows, there are those who have decided to challenge the legend. Some did it out of curiosity, others out of a desire to debunk the rumors. However, almost all of them agree on one thing: the feeling of being watched by something that doesn't belong to this world. One of the most chilling testimonies comes from a former soldier who, years after the disappearance of the group of young adventurers, approached the house. He and his companions, seeking proof to disprove the local legends, were caught by a strange phenomenon. The doors they thought were closed opened on their own, and just like many others before them, they heard voices seemingly coming from the walls. During their investigation, one of their companions mysteriously disappeared, leaving only his backpack behind as a clue. 5. The most recent investigation. Recently, a group of mystery investigators decided to confront the House of Shadows with cutting-edge technology, recording videos and capturing images in the darkness. The results were shocking. In several shots, the cameras showed shadowy figures seemingly moving behind the windows, and some of the measuring devices detected abnormal energy spikes throughout the mansion. But the most terrifying discovery was a recording where, while attempting to traverse one of the rooms, one of the group members fainted inexplicably. In his unconscious state, he murmured the words, "I'm not alone anymore." Were the trapped souls in the mansion taking control of him? The House of Shadows remains an enigma to all those who dare to speak of it. Some claim it should never have been built, while others believe it's cursed by the tragedies of its past. What's certain is that, to this day, it remains one of the most terrifying and mysterious places in the world. And you, would you dare to enter? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the legends are real? If you ever decide to confront this place, remember that you may not leave the same way you came in. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more spine-chilling stories. Also, activate the notification bell so you don't miss our next terrifying tales. See you in the next video, where we'll explore more dark corners of the world, and maybe you'll become part of the story. Until next time, brave souls,